Good afternoon. It's Saturday, April 15th, 2023. Take a look at the trailer. What we got on there, see what we're going to do. Today is a blue sky, like 85 degrees in Buffalo. In the middle of April, it's like 40 degrees above average. It's been hot all week. If you'll notice looking at the ground, it is not muddy. It is starting to dry out, so we're going to try to get the tractor to haul a whole bunch of this wood, that wood, and a bunch of flats to get it back on the trail before it rains and snows next week. It'll be muddy again, and my knee's still bothering me, so I'd prefer not to haul all this stuff by hand. So we're going to try to use a tractor to get this stuff back on the trail, quarter mile back there, and then we can work on it next week. We were able to unload the planks here. Check this out. Remember last time we saw this was, I had my big muck boots on and we were 4 or 5 inches of mud there. So it's drying out enough that we can drive and get back and bring out some more stuff. Wasn't that dry, so we're stuck here. We're going to have to push that out a bit until we get up on top of that little spot right over here, and then we should be okay. Alright, so that whole section there is muddy. And I like to take the D110 here because it has some wider wheels and bigger wheels, so it doesn't get stuck as easy. But when it does get stuck, it's a hell of a lot more weight to pull out than my old RX-73, which has smaller tires. But when it gets stuck, I can just easily pull that thing. This thing's a beast to push. Well, we're out of water. We drank all our water. It usually means time to stop, go in the house, get more water, relax for a bit. So I was going to do some work. I guess the universe wants me to take a rest. Let's have a look. So, being a nice day, we got the tractor out here. We got a bunch of flats brought. We got a bunch of planks that we have cut. We've just stacked them over here so we can work with them as it gets colder and rains next week, but at least I won't have to hand haul them out here. And on the tractor, this is what I was going to do. I wasn't going to double work. I was going to unload these. We'll have to see. But I got a bunch of 18-inch flats. So those are 18 inches. These I think are 17. So what it matters is for here. So I think, let's have a look. Right, so that's about 17, 18. But with the extra wide boards, those are almost 8-inch boards instead of the 5-inch boards that were running before. So we can use, instead of 20-inch, we wanted 20-inch board flats, but we wanted 20-inch flats, but we can go with 18-inch flats here by using a wider board on the outside to keep the total end-to-end distance here. We want it to be about 32. Yep. So that this tractor, front and back, that cart, the log dolly, the smaller tractor, the dolly all fit somewhere on that pattern. We just put these down because I didn't want to take them off the cart, stack them here, and then put them down. So we just put these down, and it looks like it's kind of lining up pretty nice here. That tree has to come out, so we need to work on that. But things have dried out quite a bit. So back when it was soggy, when you stepped on it, they just sunk into the mud. So now we either have to wait till it gets wet and soggy again to sink all these in so they don't wobble, or I have to get a shovel and a pickaxe and level out the dirt underneath so they're not so wobbly. Or put them in place and wait till next spring when it's all mushy and we'll walk on it. But I would like to flatten these out so no one gets hurt. But we're out of water. We need to go in the house, take a break. Okay, so what we have, let me grab my tape roll, is some of these flats. You can see it's 21 inches. I need 20, so I drew a line there. I'm going to use the chainsaw. I clapped this clamp and use the chainsaw. I'll pretend this is a chainsaw. Use a chainsaw and I'm going to cut that end off nice and straight. And here's the issue. When I put the flats down, if they're, most of the ones I'm cutting now are 20s. So if you get some that are sticking out 21, 22, when I put the planks on the side, then they're at angles. So I need them to be all pretty much the same. So I have this stack over here. Excuse me, the allergies are pretty bad today with the temperature up. Yeah, see, this is 22. I'm going to cut this back to 20. This stack over here is short. I think they're like 15, 16s. So that won't work, because then, you know, the planks need to be out to about here. But an old section of the trail has shorter ones, so we're going to use that to replace some of the old ones that are decayed already. And we're going to put these short ones back in just because that's how it is. And we'll use these up. All the new ones we cut are going to be at 20, so we can use 6-inch planks on the sides, and that'll give us about 32 is what we're looking for. So I think it's like 5, maybe 5:30. But the sun's up, still pretty high, but it is getting to be around dinner time. I have to go get something started here for dinner. I'm going to jump in the hot tub, relax a bit. Kind of sweated quite a bit today. And relax a little bit once my wife gets home from working at the landscape nursery.